Sorry guys, YouTube technical difficulties. Okay. Hey, Xena! You've never messed with that, seriously? Leave it alone. She's never messed with it ever, and she decides to go for a cable and try and disconnect my lights. Why? I don't know. She literally entered this room 2 seconds ago. She walked in, went straight to the cable, and decided to chew on it. This girl. Is that Thunder? Is that Thunder? I have a cat chewing on a cable and I'm hearing thunder. It's gonna be a great night. You guys can come in. Oliver, leave my cable alone. Xena. Gosh. Sorry guys. My cats normally are not allowed in my room unless like I'm here with them. So like I just opened the door and all three of them are like, I'll chill in here. And I'm like, that's fine. Just don't chew on my cables and we'll be cool. And everything will be fine. Gatito. Okay, anyways, hi. How are we doing? I'm ready to start. That is thunder. That's another thing too. Ever since the whole weather situation has been defunded, I'm just gonna throw that on out there. The weather has been totally inaccurate. All day long it has been saying 0 chance of rain, 0 chance of rain, and then bammo, we have a lightning storm. It was raining in the sunlight earlier. That was pretty cool. Now there is a special weather statement with light rain and thunder. You don't say. But according to the hourly breakdown... Alright, so... TikTok, we should be okay. If the power goes out, I will be able to say goodbye in the dark. YouTube, if the power goes out, if we get cut off, just assume I'm not coming back tonight. Everything's cool, but normally if there's like a thunderstorm, I just shut off all my computers and I don't go live on YouTube. So this is just like spontaneously showed up out of nowhere. I don't even know what the radar looks like, but there's thunder. So we'll see how this works out. The internet situation has gotten better. The whole Spectrum thing was a nightmare because that was happening the week before I went out of town. So almost for like 2 weeks, I just didn't go live, at least on YouTube. And that was annoying. And that was because the week before I went out of town, Spectrum kept going out for like hours at a time. But anyways, I did get a new book. If you saw my new TikTok video, you see which one I got. The arc that I was supposed to finish that I did not finish, I wound up. So I will be switching from Kindle to a physical, gosh darn it, to a physical format. So we got the book that I was supposed to arc read before it was released. And we're still gonna read it. And I'm serious though, it is kind of like a Mulan. Okay, so yeah. The first book is The Night Ends with Fire. This is like a Mulan retelling, and she's not necessarily, it's the best way I can describe it. She's not necessarily the heroine. Like, she's not out to do good deeds and save people. She's out to just survive. She's selfish, she's greedy, but she's not to the level of Iron Widow. Like, Iron Widow is just like, I'm gonna demolish the world. She's not doesn't have that level of rage. Like, she's a strong, independent woman set for survival. So it's a twist in the Mulan. There is a spirit dragon that does have some sass. He doesn't have a huge role in book 1, which I was kind of upset about. Like, I wish he had a bigger role. But he's not. Don't think Mushu. Do not think Mushu. It's not that level of Mulan. But there is a spirit dragon. There is... Oh, it's insane. It's so cool. So, anyways. She has, like, powers and stuff. So. Oh, you got tabs, too. Awesome. Crystals with tabs. Heck yeah. What up, Adria? Okay, I'm ready to start reading. I got my caffeine. I got a new flavor. I like grape. I love grape flavored stuff. This straight up tastes like Diamond Tap. This straight up tastes like grape, which I actually like how that tasted when I was a kid. Like I got excited to take that medicine, but this is I found a grape flavored Celsius in the store, and I've never seen it before, and that is straight up Diamond Tap. Wow. Nostalgic. Okay, let's stop talking, Crystal. You're like hyper right now, and you haven't even like consumed all your caffeine. You guys got 1 minute to grab all your... Xena? You're like right in front of the light. Can you come here? Can you come here, please? Can you get away from the light? You turned my entire background a whole different color. Or you do you. I don't care. That's fine. Want to read Ledge series, jump straight into... I would jump into Inheritance. He does a decent job of summarizing, but there's still so much going on that I would think it's such an epic fantasy and it's such a big book that you probably want to have that all fresh in your head. I would say jump into Inheritance. My opinion. She is the light. Cat, move. Oh, and she's obsessed with trying to sit on the iPad, so I've moved it like super close, but she will continue to try and sit on the iPad. I don't know what is up with you, girl. 30 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting, everybody. Do you want to be on my lap? Here. Come on. that was the first sprint. Xena, what are you messing with? Alright, how did that go for everyone? I don't know what Xena's getting up to. Hey. Found my spot. Page 44 of the No Longer arc. What does that put me at? How many pages are in this book? It looks about the same size. Acknowledgements 433. Yeah, it's about the same size actually. It is pretty. Yeah, I went to the bookstore and I got it today. It is gorgeous, but this is not the book that I ordered. The book that I ordered is a special edition from the UK. That one has not shipped yet. This is just the regular first edition. Like, I don't think it comes in no sprayed edged yet. 223 of Throne of Glass. I'm a hold for Ballad of Songbird 6 came in, so I just started that on Kindle. That one's a good one. I liked that one because she does a really good job of not... What's the word? Hey! What are you messing with? What? There's nothing over there. Why are you acting all weird? She's never climbed on my bookshelves before, and she was like... Anyways, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, it was, I didn't feel, like, empathetic towards Snow. I didn't feel like his actions were justified. You just enter the mind of a psychopath, and she wrote it well, because I was like, I don't want to like Snow, and she's like, I don't want you to like Snow. That's his perspective, but, so I really like that book. Page 44 out of 433, 10% into the book. So like she was, oh, she chatters back all the time. Me and Xena have our conversations all the time. Brissinger, yes! I think Regina was just finished Brissinger. Right? Yesterday? Or was it the day before? It was yesterday, right? Songbirds and audio once and didn't like the narrator, so I waited for Libby. Valid. I was told that I would like a lot of the political realism in the book, and so I was like, that sounds like an annotation book. So I tabbed Songbirds and I tabbed Sunrise and the Reaping. Both of those were physical reads. Didn't like the narrator. Oh, okay. So also for at least for the first 3 books of Hunger Games, for Hunger Games and Catching Fire and Mockingjay, there's 2 different narrators. Like, this girl narrated the series a long time ago, and then this girl redid the narration. So if you wanted to sound more like Katniss from Hunger Games, like with the attitude, you want a narrator named Tatiana. The other girl, I don't know, Katniss just sounded more like she belonged in the early 1900s and just a little bit more sophisticated. And it just sounded like an entirely different person altogether. I think that one was like Caroline or something, but Tatiana is the narrator you want. If she read Songbirds and Sunrise, that'd be awesome. I don't know who they picked to narrate those 2. I have not done audiobook. That's awesome. Tatiana was amazing, yeah, because I think I got Hunger Games. And then I think I was going to make a comment about the narrator, like on Goodreads, and along there, like, oh, no, I was on Storygraph, and on Storygraph, I like to put the exact edition that I'm listening to or reading. Like Storygraph, I can keep track of, like, this is the ISBN I'm reading, so you know exactly how many pages it has. And when I was looking for the audiobook, I realized there was 2 different narrators. And I had, like, I think I liked book 1, and then book 2, I was like, who is this? And that's when I was like, oh my gosh, that explains so much. So it's a night and day difference. The audio I found of Songbirds was a man. Oh, okay. Hard to listen to. Yeah, he's probably the only one, too. Because I can't imagine them re-recording it this soon. Oh, excuse me. Oh. My husband got me Murtag with sprayed edges, cause heck yeah. So you got the deluxe edition. Like the cover kind of looks like it has like foil etched design. I like that one. I'm displaying the edges out. I don't know if you can see it though, because the way my bookshelf is angled, I currently have a little dragon in front of my Murtag books. It's like next to the sprayed edge dragons. Murtag. I have to redo all my dragons because they not be fitting like I want them to. I have to redo my entire bookshelf again. No, TikTok is just annoying me right now. I don't want to play games. Yeah, that's a little annoying. Okay. Oh, I gotta show you guys too. So this one, what did book 1 say? Book 1 says, book 1 on the cover says never trust a dragon. I forgot what this one says. The dragon does not act alone. God, it's so clean. Like, I don't think I could ever read this book without the dust jacket because I'd be too terrified of destroying it. Inside. I really hope it's a duology because I would really hate for this to be like continued. I didn't look up and see if this is a duology. Let me see. The dragon. Okay, so this is called The Night Ends with Fire. Let's see. Is with Fire a duology? Yay! It's a duology! It's called the Dragon Spirit Duology. I am reading the final book in the series. That's always a good little feeling. I just have too much to read right now. Take the Ledge series back to the library and try another time. It's a really good series, but yeah, Aragon is demanding. It is a bit demanding. I have too much to read right now. If you're not annotating Aragon, I would also encourage you to listen to the book. I will say Gerard Doyle is a fantastic narrator. Doesn't do a good job with female voices, obviously. I don't like how he voices Arya, because she's just like this breathy little elf, and I'm like, she's a kick-butt warrior. What are you talking about? But if you listen to audiobooks and you're not annotating, I highly recommend listen to the Murtag audiobook. Because Murtag is chef's kiss. Like, Gerard Doyle's voice for Murtag is perfect. I can't picture him any other way. So, there's an idea if you wanted to, like, mix in some audiobook into the Aragon world. Soccer practice with my giant book, The Will of the Many, and vibing over in the shady corner. I almost wanted to message you guys and be like, no live, I quit. Because it started raining in the sunlight and the smell of the rain. It was like that amazing, perfect smell that you don't get often. It was literally right before going live, and I'm like, I don't want to go back inside. Like, I want to bring my book out here, shower in mosquito repellent, and read with the rain. Yeah, Eva, I remember you. I couldn't say hi earlier because we were reading. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, and like, you can check it out. Because like I said, like, Aragon's not a series. I have listened to the audiobook and I've read the book several times. If it was my first go through, I would want to annotate it. But Murtag in the movie that will not be discussed is perfect. Murtag's voice in the audiobook is perfect. Like, nobody has messed up Murtag. And I'm Christopher Paolini. If you ever get this message, whoever's picking your mer tags for your project is doing a great job. Don't mess them up. Because I think there's like he's aiming for like a Disney Plus show, which is still kind of like in progress, but not really going anywhere as of right now. You gonna come up here? Come here. Especially in the hot summer. Can you make a video of how to annotate Aragon? So Veronica, I did make a video on how to annotate. I don't know if I have it pinned. It might be pinned, but I did make a video on how to annotate, and I use that same process for all of my books. And I do mention like a 7th tab for special occasions. I didn't do anything special in the Aragon series, but I do have a video on how to annotate. How I annotate. I will say there is no wrong way on annotating. I just elaborate on how it helps me and my reading style. Feel free to tweak to your own desire. Tweak, not twerk. That's a whole different thing. 30 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting, everybody. Are you coming up here? Come here. Never had the song change at the exact same time as a timer, so that was really interesting. How did that go for everyone? Let me see. I'm trying to do mental math here. 35. We're gonna do 2 more sprints, and I'm gonna make them 35 minutes each. You're reading Pokemon Gold and Silver manga chapters? 62 of Gleanings. One of my friends just got into Scythe and I was like, yes. She's like, chapter 1 was so good. I'm like, yeah, it was like a 5-star read by chapter 2. 2 chapters of Songbirds that I'm picking up, annotation tabs for Inheritance. Oh, nice. 15 pages. Started late. No, welcome in. Welcome in. How far did I get in this thing? Oh, I finished. So the song ended and I started a brand new chapter at the timer. I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, I'm at 15%. I'm reading The Dragon Rider. Who's the author in that one? Is that the young adult series Dragon Rider? I have not read it yet. Oh, no. The Dragon Rider by starts with the letter T, right? And book 2 came out earlier this year. Is that the one that I'm thinking about? Because yes, that one. So I got Dragon Rider UK edition, absolutely gorgeous. Then they came out with the second book with no sprayed edges, which is fine, but like I need to buy that book. I need to buy it before it's no longer available, but I need that UK cover of book 2, like the white with like, it's mostly white and I think it's like a blue purplish. I gotta look at it again, but that's the cover that I want for book 2. With 5 arcs waiting. Yeah, Sharon, this was a failed arc. This came out Tuesday. So yeah. And then I have another arc that I can't fail. I cannot fail. Worst case scenario, I just have to not finish Poppy Wars. It's gonna be a long time. At least the arcs aren't due for a while. Yeah, no, I have 2 in October. One arc I just got approved for, and on NetGalley it said September, but when I looked it up, the book comes out in less than 2 weeks. So there's a note, if you're getting arcs through NetGalley, double check the actual release date of the books because NetGalley had it incorrect. It's not coming out in September, it's coming out in less than 2 weeks. It's great. I'm loving it. This is like a Mulan retelling, but she's not seeking out to be a hero or bring her family honor. She's setting out to survive, keep herself alive, so it's definitely more of a selfish, greedy Mulan. More along the lines of Iron Widow, but a lot less of the feminine rage. The spirit dragon makes small appearances in book 1. It's significant to the plot, significant to the story, but I feel like, well, obviously we're going to see a lot more of the spirit dragon in this book. Book 1 was a lot more about herself, her journey in trying to avoid or trying to figure out what the spirit was to her, because no spoilers, it's a good book. Read in order. Yeah, I've never had more than 1 arc at once, but then suddenly I wound up with like 3 different arcs. I just got denied an arc, which I was expecting to be denied that arc because I still haven't reviewed the 3 that I currently have. But when I applied for this one, I applied for this one months ago and it got approved 3 weeks before release date. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I think just before I went to Pokemon is when I got it approved. Then I got another one approved last week, and again, it was supposed to be September. It is now coming out in less than 2 weeks. The other one I have been approved for a while, but it's not coming out till November, so I kind of put the series on pause. And then I picked up 2 arcs from a bookstore. They had a shelf of free arcs. I already read one and I reviewed it before the release date. There's another one coming out in October, and that one's actually got some marketing behind it. So I'm hoping to read that, review that. So I need to make a list of my books again. I had a good little chart and it failed. It failed. I feel like none of my green tabs are green enough for my... Dude, I was kind of dealing with that. Like, my green was a little too green. But then I was also comparing it to the sprayed edges, so I have like green and white as my primaries, so it doesn't like take too much away from the design. But yeah, sometimes you have to get as close as you can and just work with it. Shoot, throw in some pink for the hell of it, why not? I expected to get denied and nope, so not applying for any of those. Yeah, the one that I got denied for, I'm gonna be sad because I didn't even look at it. I was like, denied for something, cool. NetGalley. Okay. Which one are you? Oh, I think I know which one this one is. And I'm kind of sad because the book was pretty, but I probably would have gotten a digital arc anyways. Yeah. I got denied The Dragon and the Sun Lotus, which is book 2 for the Scorpion. Hang on. It is book 2, The Scorpion and the Night Blossom is book 1. I literally just bought that one like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So The Dragon and the Sun Lotus, I was hoping to get that one But it's okay. Like I said, I would have gotten the digital version. I'm buying the physical copy when it comes out regardless. It's fine. We're good. Polycon. I haven't looked into it. A Polycon is primarily romance, and I've been to a lot of book events that are primarily romance, and it's like, I can't justify the cost. If it was like an epic fantasy con or something like that, I would probably justify spending the amount, plane ticket, hotel, and all of that. But the focus of a Polycon isn't necessarily up my alley, and I couldn't justify the cost. So I also missed the window. Like, I made a video to be an influencer because I was like, the only way that I'll really go is if it's free. But then, like, I realized I was looking at the wrong year on the website, and I thought I had up to a certain day to submit the video, and then I realized I was looking at the 2024 website, which I don't know why at the time it wasn't even, like, I don't know. But then I realized I had missed the 2025 deadline for, like, to apply to be an influencer by 3 days or something. So I was like, well, it is what it is. But I'm going to, like, some local events, some local book bazaars, and I'm realizing now, because at Polycon I was like, oh, books, like, I want to go. Now I'm realizing it's like, okay, a lot of these events that are focused on romance, there's not too much that piques my interest. Like, there was one event that I went to, and it had, like, 5 different authors and a bunch of, like, other vendors, and I bought from maybe 2 out of 20 vendors, and it was like stickers, but there was like 5 authors, and they were all like spicy romance authors. So I was like, I don't really care much for those books. And then everyone else was like jewelry, and I was jewelry and candles, and nothing is against that. I am not that kind of girl. Like, I will never spend more than $10 on a piece of jewelry. I will go to the clearance section and get a bag for no more than $30 and call it a purse. Very bare minimum makeup, if at all. It's got to be done in 5 minutes, or I'm not spending time doing it. So I'm just not the typical girl at all. I am fashion blind. Very fashion blind. I will go for comfort 100% of the time. So yeah, I was like, there's a lot of events that I've gone to lately, and I'm like, I don't belong here. there's some romance books that I enjoy, but there's a lot of events where I'm like, I don't know what to get. Like, I love it when they have stickers, because some of the stickers are sassy, like, not spicy, sassy. Especially a lot of the ones that say buy banned books. I found one that says, hang on, I don't know if I can say it because TikTok. Oh, you shush. We're going to do 2 35-minute sprints. And then I'll show you these stickers while I'm talking for the minute that you guys are getting set up. So, like, I found this sticker. I have to display it very quickly because TikTok is wonky. Bam. A book worth banning is a book worth reading. Probably thinking about dragons. I'm trying to find the fastest ones. Read 1,000 books and your words will flow. Hang on. Read 1,000 books and your words will flow like a river. This actually, like, I picked up reading books again to narrow my focus and get better in my communication, in my dictation. Like, it's, yeah, books help with that. And last but not least is a bibliocat, a small domesticated carnivore which lives surrounded by books, especially in a library, a bookstore, or a bibliophile's overburdened home, or shows distinct affection for books or the written word. And there's Xena. 35 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting. How did that go? There's so much scheming in this book. So much scheming. Ooh. I made it to 23% so far. Woo! Started Heartless Hunter. Nice. That one, I have Crimson Moth. Where did I put you? Yeah, I have the UK versions of that book. What up, Billy? Yes, I am excited for Karma. Do I want to sleep? Of course. Will I sleep? No. No. Okay, now, do you know anybody who's a Stray Kids fan? Are they going to drop a music video or is it just the songs? Because I think I'd rather, like, record myself reacting to a music video. Just grabbing my Kindle now with my dinner. Nice. I finished Sunrise on the Reaping and I'm trying to recover. And now you understand why Haymitch gets all the alcohol he wants. Let the man sleep. He's good. Give him anything. Started the Amalfi Curse. That sounds familiar. I spent that sprint picking out tabs and organizing my reading journal. My reading journal is so bad. I think I'm like 20 books behind right now. Like, it is so bad. Oh my god, so bad. But, yes, music video. Okay. I'll probably do a reaction then. I don't know how to do reaction videos because I feel like I can't post the music video or else it'll get taken down by TikTok. So I don't know how people post reaction videos. Like, I can cut it up into pieces, but I even feel like if I have a snippet 5 seconds or longer, it'll get taken down. Never tried it before. Hello, hello! I myself am reading The Dragon Wakes with Thunder. It was just released on Tuesday. It's book 2 for The Night Ends in Fire. Ends with Fire. I'm reading the Chronicle of Narnia series. Oh, dude, like, I have that book and I realized that I never read it. Like, I have like the big chunky book that has like all of them. But I never read it as a kid. I only ever saw the movies. I have friends that are going to a, for Stray Kids fans, there's like pop-ups happening with K-pop Nara stores. And there's one in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. And my friends are doing like, they're getting there at like 5:30 a.m. because they're going to be opening and giving out like special photo cards. It'd be cool, but I just don't feel like doing that. Reading Fallen City by Adrienne Young. 2 hours and 20 minutes left. Oh, hang on. I just started Harry Potter for the first time. Oh, wow. I have the Omnibus of Narnia 2. I read it early last year. I have it. I will read it one day. The first book for Narnia is really interesting with the world building and the characters are shady. I was listening to a book. Did I DNF it? I did not DNF it. But I don't think I liked it. Oh my god, like that's how bad the book was. I forgot what it was. Let me see if I can... Did I not mark it down? What was I reading? Like, I was like, this sounds... Oh my gosh, what was it? Hang on, I have to go into my... That's how... The book was so bad. It felt like Chronicles of Narnia. I'm getting into my story graphs because apparently I didn't write this down, which is bad also. Oh, what did I read? What is this? No, it wasn't that one. Ah! The Light Between Worlds. I guess, okay, now I remember that book. See, that's how, I'm just like, I think I gave it like a 3 or a 4. Like, it had an interesting ending, but the first half of the book is told by a certain perspective, a certain POV. I feel like they should have swapped the POVs, like done this sister the first half of the book, this sister the second half of the book. The first like 1/3 of the book sounded like something exactly out of Chronicles of Narnia. Like, it just felt like a copycat, but not written. Well, I don't know. I almost DNF'd it. I almost DNF'd it until right before I DNF'd it, they switched perspectives. And the older sister's perspective was way more interesting, and it felt more intriguing, and I started to get invested into the plot and the mystery of it. But yeah, The Light Between Worlds was a book I had picked up a long time ago, and it was forgetful. Did I even write that down? Oh, I did. It's right there. What did I rate this book? I rated it a 3.5, which is actually really low for me. You know what happens with critical events. I remember reading the series as they were coming out. Like, I remember waiting, was it book 5 or book 6? Like, I remember the newspapers, articles were coming out with, one of the main characters is gonna die. Like, I remember those articles coming out and the speculation and hype that ensued in my school and everyone trying to figure out, like, book releases were so much more magical when I was younger because you had to wait and you had to get your news from the newspaper. Some things did come out on the internet, but it was so like, it was like Yahoo News, MSN News. Like, there was barely like this overflow information, I guess is the best way I can explain it. This month was the month of audiobooks for me. Same. I think last month was the month of audiobooks. So I tend to read more in audiobooks than physical form, and I'm okay with that, but I am very picky on what I listen to and what I read. Crowns of Nyaxia. Ooh, Crowns of Nyaxia. I need to get the last book. I added the last book to my wish list when I realized I didn't have it yet. The releases were insane. Thank you so much, Ava! It was my dream in June, and it's my zen. It is my zen. Remember flipping through the Walmart or Target ads to see what books dropped that Tuesday? Where did I get my books? Like, I barely had any books. My sister-in-law gave me Twilight, and my parents, I was not allowed to read Harry Potter. And then in high school, my friend would give me the books during track meets. And then when my parents finally let me read Harry Potter, I remember the first Harry Potter book I owned, my mom pre-ordered book 7. And so that was the only HP book that I owned growing up. So I didn't have, like, a ton of bookshelves. Everything we did was primarily in the library. Which is crazy. I'm just like, I loved books, but it never crossed my mind to go and buy books. Like, I loved books, and I couldn't wait to go back to school and check out something new. Scholastic's books fairs. Oh, okay, yes, those. I was obsessed with collecting Wishbone books. And then I had to get rid of my Wishbone books. I had to get rid of my Wishbone books when I was 18 and moving, and that was, like, the hardest thing to do. But then I've since then built my collection, and I got, like, my whole Shlu collection and a Wishbone plush. Didn't believe in buying books growing up, so now she thinks I'm insane. As I'm saying, Sarah, like, we never thought about buying books. We weren't, like, against it. We didn't actively think about it. We just didn't buy books. Like, we didn't have these massive bookshelves. A lot of people in my family read, and we would just go to the library, and we didn't even give it a second thought. Like, there was no social media to influence us. There was no social media. Non-existent. Wasn't even a thing. And so you just go to the library. I think there might have been, like, book stands and stuff, but I don't remember us walking by a book section. We'd wait for the Scholastic's book fair. We did do that. We lived near a military base, and sometimes they would do, like, they would have, like, all these, for low-income families. We were low-income, and we'd get to go one day and, like, pick out a toy, and our parents would get, like, a bag of free groceries. Sometimes there was a book section. We had comics. We did have comics. We had like Calvin and Hobbes. We did have a subscription to Highlights magazine. So it's like something very, very... It's about it. Find China. Hey, I have a China cabinet. Mind you, it's full of like shot glasses because I collect shot glasses everywhere I go. I have to get a shot glass from that location. I got that from my dad. Everyone makes fun of me for my China cabinet, and I'm like, it's nostalgic. But really, I got one because when my dad passed away, I used the China cabinet to display his stuff because I'm like, am I just going to put it in a box? So it has its purpose. Mom's motto was, well, she could want and be buying way worse things. Very true. Very true. It could be drugs and it's not. Got slower. I don't know. Summer collection development, librarian position Monday. Oh, nice. Yeah, Highlights was fantastic. We had a blast with Highlights. We also got the Lego magazine. I think those were our two primary ones. Is the Goofy and Gallant comic. I forget what they were called, but I know they had like a ton of little activities inside. The spot the difference type stuff. I didn't know Highlights was still going on. That's good, because a lot of subscriptions that I used to be a part of, like I had a plastic canvas subscription that stopped in the 90s. Like a lot of them don't come around anymore. All right, last sprint of the night. 35 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting, everybody. Okay. right. Of course, right when I put Skittles in my mouth. How did that go for you guys? I got 2. I am 32% done in the book. So, good progress. Sorry, Skittles. Anyways. Yeah, 5 books in the summertime is still amazing. Like, about 3 years ago, the most I had read in a year was 3 books. So, 5 books in summer is awesome. Also, with audiobooks, I do audiobooks when I'm driving, when I'm washing dishes, when I'm scooping the cat litter box. Like, for me, audiobooks is when I'm doing something, I'm listening to that. Some people can do that and some can't. I can pay attention and give focus to the story while my hands actually have to be doing something. I can't sit and listen to an audiobook because then I get distracted, whereas if I keep my hands busy, my mind gives more focus. So that's just like how my mind works. Every person is different, but I highly recommend check out audiobooks. For me, I am a mood reader on audiobooks and I am picky on the narrator. It's totally understandable. Otherwise, you did great. 5 books. That's way more than majority of people don't read anymore. So, it's all good. 42% in, it's shorter book than usual. Reading a few short ones after a long... Yes, I've been reading a few short ones too. Mainly an audiobook just so I can like cross them off. Well, Fiona, it's tough. I have a busy schedule as well, and I can only do audiobooks, and if you can't read it all, that's fine. Nobody is racing you. Nobody is putting a number to you. If you can only read 1 book in a year, again, you're still reading more than other people. So, with that, I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. YouTube, I will start with you guys. I'm going to say goodnight to YouTube. I don't know if I'll be live this week, tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow or Saturday. We're going to kind of play it spontaneous for now because I had just gotten back from out of town. So, if I go live tomorrow, I do aim to go live at 6:30 p.m. Central. So, check out for me on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, I'll post when I go live. I'll do a little story kind of like what I did now. If you're on YouTube, if you follow me on my Instagram or my TikTok account, I will post when I go live. So, there's that. Alright guys, YouTube,